because I can't just do one project, I have to do 17 at the same time. The little floor strip here is actively being glued on. At the same time, I touched up the little green trim here because there was a little few pieces missing, as well as on the bottom, touched that up. I've taped off this door frame so that way that can be painted later. And while I wait for those things to dry, even though I'm sure they're already done, I am gonna put in some recessed lighting. So there's only two in this entire house, which that little light is not enough. So I have this one and this one on this switch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another one here. I am then going to put here, here, and then directly across. Obviously that line's not lined up right now. The only thing I'm worried about is this way right now. It is the same distance off the wall, you know, from each corner. So we're good there. I'm going to mark here, drill a 6-inch hole for the recessed lighting that I have here, which comes in these nice little kits. These ones are dimmable as well. I also have the appropriate light switch, even though I'm sure the one that's in there now is also probably good for it because it looks newer. But you've got your side clips, the light itself. Oh, that's two of them actually. But the light itself, and these are real flat wafers, which is nice. So even if I do get close to the actual roof above the ceiling, they're really flat. They're not the giant buckets on top. And then you have your little pack here, which, let's see if I can open it one-handed. I cannot. I can't do it. Oh, I did it. So, throw in your power and your neutral and your ground, and then you plug this end into that end, and boom. It is a real nice, efficient, small package. That's what she said. And they're relatively easy to install. I have the 6-inch hole saw and cup somewhere, so that way when I'm sawing this part of the roof, the little cup underneath it catches all the dust and it doesn't land everywhere and on your face and in your mouth. So we'll do that. We'll see if I can get you a few videos of me doing it, but it's a little tricky to do it one-handed by yourself, so we'll see. So this cheap little tool here is honestly a lifesaver when you're doing these little recessed lighting. So you have your normal, typical hole saw with the pilot in the middle and the ring around, and this, so you've got this little bearing right on the center line here, and it is squishy. So you put this in there like so, right? You then attach it to your drill of choice, and because I'm not a loser, all mine are red and say Milwaukee on it. Slap this in your chuck, you press this up against the ceiling, boop, make your hole, come back out, most of your dust and debris is caught here. So we're gonna do that now. All right, give her a quick little suck down with the Mighty Vac over here. It's whatever the hell that trash is. But again, these are super cool because of how easy they are. So they come with these little clips, right? You come in here, you can see on the side, I'm gonna try to do this one-handed. You just push this in, if I can, with one hand. Oh, I'm trying. Oh, we got it. Okay, so. All right, so I've got it in there, and all you have to do is click it down, and it's in. And then what you do, you throw this up in the ceiling, right? Obviously, you spread them real good, and then whoop, it holds on to the inside lip of the drywall. So what I'm going to do is I'm running these off of each other, which, listen, I'm not an electrician, so as far as Google says, it's safe. So I'm going to throw I think It's not technically a ballast pack, I don't think. It's a wreck, sorry, this is the workshop right now. So I'm going to throw this up there, right? I'm then going to swoop, boop, put it in, lock her in, so that way when I go up in the ceiling, so I'm just gonna wink right into the ceiling, just like so. So when I go up into the attic, all I have to do is bring some wire cutters, some wire, and connect them all, and should be done, right? So all the dirty part is gonna already be done. Holes are gonna be cut. I'm gonna put another one here, another one here, and another one here, and we'll be ready to rock and good to go to run up into the ceiling. So it's nice that these are super slim, because if I do run into a beam, all right, I think that's what they're called. If I do run into a beam on these next set of holes I cut, I don't really have, let's represent this as a beam, right? Even if I ran into a beam, shrink, boop, and then easy. And these are literally, you know, O-ringed little cannon plugs. You can't mess those up either. This one is missing its little, oh, nope, there it is. I'm an idiot. But boop, right? You just swink, and then you wire them up, and it already comes with everything. Granted, I think I'm gonna use Wagos because the good old pipe doctor has taught me that Wagos are the way to go, and everyone on the internet seems to agree. But you know, if you didn't have those, it comes with literally everything you need minus the wire. But I've already got a switch hooked up to power and these lights that are pre-existing, and I'm just gonna remove the old ones and continue putting in these new ones, and we'll see how it goes. Also, little note, if you don't have one of these laser levels, I would highly recommend it. It just makes this project so much easier. So here is a perfect example of why these lights are so great. So I did run into a beam, a stud. I ran into a little piece of wood, and if I had the old style bucket recessed lighting, that would have ruined the whole project. I've got everything I need. Ugh. And just so you know, because I'm not a loser, no, I'm not turning the power off to the existing light switch or light that I'm wiring into. Why would I do that? Because if 120 kills me, I mean, I deserve to die. So there's that. But me and Miss Electricity, we have a safe word together. So when things start going a little too south, I'll just yell pineapple and we'll be all right. She'll stop zapping me, which honestly I don't think I've ever used a safe word with her. So let's go grab some live wires and hook up these lights real quick. All right, so here is our existing bucket. Little spider. Oh, a little spider. Sorry, buddy. I'm gonna be ruining your house, but I don't know why they have. What kind of fucking redneck shit is that? Everything in this house is just was done by like a retard with one leg that was longer than the other. Nothing's level. Nothing's plumb. Nothing's done right. I just don't get it. Like, I know this house is a little older, but I mean, it was built in the 80s. Like, it wasn't like it was the fucking Flintstones building this house. But even then, like, a bubble and a stick hasn't changed in what, probably 100 years. Like, a level's still a level. So there's our bucket. Right, in our bucket of a house. Get the fuck off. God, I can put these in, I need you. So here is our existing power. Here is our light, our old one. So we're going to yank this off. Swing. We are then going to, I'm going to mount this right here probably. And then we're going to go on to the next, which is over there. And then I've got one all the way over there, as well as we've got that one. You can't see the other one, and then there's one all the way at the end. But I'll give you an update as we go. Let me just get this old one out, and we'll keep going. So I left my impact, which I'm just using as a screwdriver, down in the kitchen. And I seriously took a second and just considered jumping straight through the ceiling to go get it. But I thought otherwise. So I'm gonna go grab it. And then we can mount those little ballast boxes into something solid. So I did just make that joke. And then it occurred to me, because of something Alinea did at our rental house that we are in currently. Not this house that I'm in, but the one we live in currently. And that is, do not stand in between, right? You see like these pieces of wood here? You got one there, right? You got one here. Obviously I can stand in between it because there is, you know, a board going across them. But I know common sense ain't so common, but if you stand on the top of the insulation, which is just only on top of drywall, you will go through it, which Alinea almost did in our garage in our other house. So don't do that unless you want to be repairing a big hole in your ceiling. Man, after all that back-breaking work hunched over in the corner, boy, do they look good. They're bright, too, like insanely bright. The camera's not quite picking it up, but I went with 2700 Kelvin, which is the most natural of lighting. You can kind of see it for a second there on the camera. It's like an orange yellow hue. But good Lord, you can really see everything now, which is really what I wanted. Here's see if I can get you a better angle. Douglas, there's just nothing I can't do. Nothing I can't do. They all line up, they're all straight, they're all even. And nothing's on fire.